Everybody, I hope you can hear me. Can you give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Good evening, Craig, Vinny, Nigel, it's Craig, Anne-Marie, Prash. Hi, Prash. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you give me a quick thumbs up? Hi, Nikki. Hope it's coming through. I'm actually sitting in the front room tonight. I'm sitting in the front room and I thought I would show you what we normally look out on. That's at least when the weather's good. So right behind me over there, the Isle of Arran, the ferry has just come in. And it's a beautiful evening here in Troon. It hasn't been like this for the last few days, but the last 3 or 4 days have been absolutely excellent. Hi, Ian. Thanks for joining me. I'm only going to be on for 15 minutes because I don't want to tread on anybody else's shoes because I know Prash is going live at 9 o'clock. And I didn't realise Colin was doing that as well. So I just thought I'd come on for a quick 15 minutes and just give you a wee backdrop to what I look out on most of the days when it's not through the rain on the window. I'm just going to see if anybody's got any questions or anything. Bit of a glare from the sun on your head. Yeah, thanks, Vinny. Yep, I see that. Yeah. It's whether it's the sun or whether it's my head, Vinny, I don't know. But anyway, that's... Thanks for that, Vinny. I'm going to angle the camera down a wee bit. There's actually a wee bit of a heat haze on the camera because I'm on my laptop. If I'd have had a wee bit more time to do this, I'd have probably put on the DJI Pocket 3 camera and had it on the tripod. It would have been a wee bit more effective. But anyway, as I say, it's just a quickie. Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining me. It's just a wee quickie tonight, as I said. Somebody has asked me if Tiger's playing. As far as I'm aware, he is. I haven't heard to the contrary, but as far as I'm aware, it is. It's like Nigel's saying it's like a halo. A lot of folk would say the halo is not deserved on this head, Nigel. Thanks, Anne-Marie. It is a beautiful view. As I say, when the nights are like this and the sea's actually like a sheet of glass out there. You can probably see behind my Napa. I'm going to turn this round a wee bit and see if I can make... No, I don't want to mess it up too much. As I say, it's only going to be a quick 15 minutes. Thanks for joining me, Taz. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody joining me, in fact. And remember, if you can hit the thumbs up, it's very appreciated. Thanks, Patrick St. Alan. Actually, over there, Patrick, on the Isle of Arran, there is actually a place called Holy Isle. When that's where it's rumoured that is where St. Patrick actually landed when he came over from Ireland towards Scotland. But it's as I say, it's all subjection, stuff like that. But anyway, it is called Holy Isle after that. Good evening, Ruth. Thanks for all your lovely comments on the various blogs. Appreciate that. The sun behind me of the... Oh, that's very nice, Tad. The baby from Teletubbies. Well, you're probably not far wrong, to tell you the truth. Like that one. That's a good one. Ian, a different from home from the last one when the rain was battering off the window the other night. Yep, it's amazing how it can change from days here to days there. It's absolutely incredible how we had that biblical rain. Thank you, Ruth. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate that. Just give you a wee update on the channel details at the moment. We're up to 922 on the subs, which is absolutely brilliant. And hopefully we can maybe get over the 1,000 before I head off for the summer. I've got hopefully a couple of more vlogs going to come from Royal Troon next week, as I'm actually doing a bit of marshalling work on Sunday. It's during the practice area, so if I get a chance, I'll have a wee film while I'm there. Whereabouts in Scotland is Arran, Taz? Well, it's on the west coast, right behind me, Troon is about 30 miles south of Glasgow and about 8 miles north of Ayr, and it's just off the west coast. Actually, if you're interested, Taz, I've actually took the ferry over to Arran about 6 weeks ago and did some videoing when I was over there. They actually call it Scotland in miniature because it's very hilly in the north of the island and quite low in the south. It's an absolutely beautiful place to visit. Prash, top 5 places you love in the UK. Well, to be honest with you, Prash, I lived down south for a long time, so it's probably a mixture between Scotland and England. I used to love going to the Isle of Wight. When I was younger, my father and mother had a boat in the Thames, and I used to love just pottering about in the boat, going up and down in the Thames, although you don't go very fast. It was lovely. Thank you, Stuart. It is a view to die for. Must admit, I used to love Glasgow, but I'm really falling out with Glasgow just now because of the state it's in. It's an absolute tip. And people from Glasgow won't even mind me saying that because it is. It's been run down significantly in the last few years. Nigel, leave your playlist and get you to 1,000 by next week. Thank you, Nigel. I appreciate that. The viewing figures are actually great on the channel, but there's only, I think, out of all the views, there's probably only about 25% of the viewers are actually subscribers. So if you could relate that into the other 75%, it would make a great difference to the channel. Good evening, Moira. Thanks for joining us. As I say, it's just a wee quick sandwich in between Colin and Prash, and I appreciate Colin handing over the baton. I didn't realise Colin was going actually live tonight, or I wouldn't have done this, but I had it all set up. So I thought, well, 15 minutes is probably long enough for me to drone on. You all get fed up with it. Yeah, Stuart, I agree. You Glasgow is shocking, and Edinburgh isn't much better than neglect is awful. I totally agree with you. My nephew lives in Edinburgh and I'm through there quite often, and it really is. It's not very good. Anybody else? I'm just having a quick look through the comments. I'm trying to have a quick look while I'm talking to you here. Yeah, so Taz, you were saying the Isle of Arran is right behind me. If you went further behind Arran, you would come to Kintyre, after the famous Mull of Kintyre, and to that side there is down to Troon Harbour, the Mull of Kintyre. You can't actually see the Kintyre Peninsula tonight. You can sometimes when the sun sets, but at the moment the sun is coming back down this way, and in the winter it'll be right down in the far corner on the left hand side. Hi, Neil. I haven't had a chance to catch up on your latest vlog. I will get that done over the next couple of days. Vinny, you loved the big wheel. Thank you, Vinny. I was the only one actually on it because it was actually windy that day, and you got to the top and it was swinging out a wee bit. Webby, how are you, mate? Listen, I hope the rejigged vlog comes out all right, Webby. I did put, as I said to you, I left my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 up in the office, so I didn't have the wee microphone with me, so I just had to do it off my phone. So hopefully with me putting it through the noise cancelling software, hopefully it's a wee bit better than what it was, because it was pretty windy. Stuart, you're in staying napping. They have a view like yours in the front window. They're so lucky. Well, I know they're lucky because we're so blessed living where we are. Sometimes in the winter you can see it far enough, but on a night like this, it just makes it awful special. Webby for England manager when Southgate goes. I must admit, I hate to say this because it's not anti-English, don't get me wrong. I lived in England for so long that I couldn't be anti-English. But watching England, France and Scotland must be the most turgid teams to watch in this tournament. It really is. Anybody else got any quick questions? I'm just having a quick look. Sorry if I'm sort of darting over to the right-hand side. Nice to see you, Webby. I hope you're back from the pub. And I hope Dawn's got all the painting done. Prash, listen, don't worry, Prash. I would be quite happy to end at 9. As I said, I didn't want to tread on anybody else's toes that were on tonight. I just really did this as a whim because it was such a lovely night, and I wanted to try and set the laptop up overlooking what I look at every day to hopefully to get some enjoyment for you guys as well. Thanks for joining in, David. Appreciate it. It won't be long before we meet up, hopefully. Thanks, Vinny. I don't mind doing lives actually, but I believe you should actually have some kind of substance to it. So I'm a wee bit new at this. This is the only third one I've done. So um, let's hope I can do it a regular night. You should do a regular night live. Thanks, Colin. As I say, I don't want to tread on anybody else's toes, and I know Prash is on at 9 o'clock, so we won't tread on Prash's toes. So I'm going to wrap this up in about 4 or 5 minutes so Prash can fire away. Thanks, Colin. I'll think about that. As I say, it'd be lovely if it was like this every night, but it's not. But sometimes actually, it might be an idea to show it when it's totally different. I'm in the downstairs. We've got a sitting room downstairs, so I'm sitting in that just now. So yes, very much so, David. Looking up, and of course, Anne will be delighted. I just hope everything will be all right at home for us getting away in October. Is if you see people walking past, yeah, don't worry. The beach, as I say, is just behind me over there, uh, just over there. So there's people walking past because it is a popular walk, especially when it's like this. Thanks, Anne Marie. I certainly will keep that in mind. I certainly will. I would love to do a regular live. Trouble is, what commitments are sometimes a bit. Sometimes I don't get in till late when I'm up in Glasgow, but still, I would love to do it. Tip for the open, Neil. Well, funnily enough, I was talking to one of the assistant professionals at Royal Troon on Saturday. Yes, Saturday when I did the actual vlog on Saturday round Royal Troon. And he said that there was one of the Indian players, I think it was Thigala, came over from America early and he played 4 rounds in absolutely abysmal weather because he always does 4 rounds so he can have it in different days and see what the weather's like. And he broke 69 every single day for 4 days, which in the weather we had last week is absolutely fantastic golf. So there's a wee outsider. You'll probably get him about 300 to 1 at the moment. I know Webby likes a wee bet. So there you go, Webby. Think about that one. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. Listen, it's not a problem. I'm new to this live carry on, so I wouldn't, as I say, I don't want to tread in anybody's shoes. I agree. I like doing lives, Nigel. In fact, I would love to do it when I'm out and about a wee bit more. I'm actually working on something that we're going to maybe be able to do in October, Anne Marie, if you and David are up for it. I'm going to see if we can get exclusive access up to the up terrace to do one at night. So that would be quite good. Webby cost me too much. Right, Vinny. Is this Webby, the international tipster? Yeah, I will do Prash. I'll do a live from outside one time. I was gonna maybe try and do one from the golf, but it's not going to be feasible because there's too much security cameras and they don't like you to do unless you're one of the official broadcasters. But I'll certainly do a blog from the golf and obviously load it up later on in the day. What player does a course suit? Royal Troon is quite a tight course. The rough is pretty scary at the moment. So if anybody sprays it off the tee, Neil, they'll be very lucky to save par. Very lucky because the rough is so thick. And I think it has, with all the rain we've had and also this bit of dry weather, it'll just be even thicker when it comes to the golf. So It's somebody. I remember when Todd Hamilton won in 2004. He never used a driver the whole time that he played. He hit his rescue club off every single hole, which is maybe not feasible at the moment because the 6 particularly is going to be the longest hole in Open Championship history. So it's going to be over about 620 yards. So that will be that'll really test them. It's quite an anomaly at Troon where you've got the longest hole in Open Championship golf, and then you've got the shortest one at the postage stamp. So listen, I've been on for 15:25. Prash is probably ready to go. So listen, appreciate everybody joining in tonight. I'm really, really grateful for you doing it. And when we do this regularly, we'll get it all done at a regular time. But as I say, I don't want to tread on Prash's toes because he had it all scheduled. He just asked me what phone I use. I've actually got an iPro Pro 14 just now, Prash. I'll probably change it next year because I don't like changing them every year, to be honest, because it's a waste of money. But anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. Say hello to the little sister, Alan. Yes, thanks, Patrick. I will do. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye, and I hand you over to Prash. I hope he's ready to go. But anyway, thanks all for joining. Cheers, Ian. Thanks, Tricia. Listen, Tricia, I hope you feel better soon. Okay. Regards to you all. Thanks for joining in.